What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. We got some new, regarding issue occurring. The following issue has occurred in co-op verse. Yeah, I've instance, okay. When a single user enters matching and is assigned to the wayside, unable to serve. Huh, never had that. But, welcome to the channel. New players, new grind. Some monsters, as you can see here. Obviously, this is a free-to-play. So, we won't be going after these Showtime beasts, even though, let's see, if it's Anchorman, okay. I've been literally waiting since I started, like even pay-to-play, for a beast Anchorman. I have a few right now on my free-to-play, but a Declan Rice Anchorman would be insane. Not to say he can't play a true number 6 position with individual instructions, but I'm telling you that Anchorman playstyle is the truth. I'm telling you, I don't know what exactly it is, but there's just a difference. There just is. Alright, so let's get in here. So this won't be the longest stream in the world because, as you know, UFL has a big drop, and we got to go see what that's about. I mean, we just have to. However, we will get some things going here. It was definitely worth coming in. Alright. Here we are. Okay, why is everything freezing? That's beautiful. Man, YouTube, sometimes I'll tell you. Alright, boom. Boom. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Why is this doing this? Sorry guys, I'm trying to get the chat up. There we go. Alright, third time's the charm. We got it though. Yep, so he looks like a beast there. Obviously, this momentum dribbling layout is going to be an absolute monster without a doubt. And he's a whole player, so what I would do is, I mean, it depends. If you want to play him on the wing, play him at striker. I'd play him attacking mid, honestly. I know his passing isn't the greatest, and that's the one thing. I'd take away from his speed, boost his passing, play him attacking mid, call it a day. That's just me. And of course, we got the aerial fort Dan Burn. Who, let's see, my aerial fort Rojo, can he be better? Absolutely not. Still an absolute beast, a destroyer like a Rojo, but he's not a Rojo. A Rojo takes a combination of beast physicality, beast defense, aerial fort, obviously, so he's a monster in the air, and speed, though. And that's where Dan Burns missing a bit. Is the speed category. One touch pass, weighted pass, that's nice. Heading, aero superiority, acrobatic clearance, aero fight, nice. Okay. So, 80 coins right now. Most likely it would be sets out of 150. Some J-Leaguers. It's not out yet, my man. 3 a.m. 3 a.m. I was just over there. Alright, then we have Visionary Pass. So probably not going for here. Let's see any Brazilian leaguers. Oh, nice. A little Thiago Silva throwback. Dude. Look at these. Hold on. Bro. This Thiago Silva. Not going to be the fastest. But Thiago Silva is an absolute legend. Absolute legend. My man Thiago Silva. Yeah, Mr. Casino, it's 3 a.m. Central Standard Time. The new update comes out. Yeah, so it's 1 o'clock, so about 2 hours, a little less than 2 hours. We'll be over there for sure. I'll be over there. But snooze you lose. eFootball came out with the first drop, so they get first dibs. All right, so I really like some of these Brazilian leagues. I love this Oscar too, dude. Whole player. Dude, I might do some spins for these. Now listen, I know that you would need check it out. It's like 1 to 13, varies by the number of players from the above league, right? But that's the thing. 1 to 13, you still get +1, a +1 boost. So it'd be like you'd have a 2+1 boost, basically. Because you're probably not going to have a full team of Brazilian leaguers, right? I mean, unless you're going for that, which would be these players would be some monsters, right? This is like a Bebeto-esque type of striker here, Igor Jesus. We all know Thiago Silva, absolute monster of a center back. Not the tallest player ever, but just a beast. I'm surprised they have his aggression lower. But I mean, it is the older Thiago Silva, so that's the thing. This Oscar looks incredible, dude. Just an all-around beast. He looks more like a creative playmaker, but whole player, I mean, it's good. I love whole player as a play style. And then you got Willian as a right back, offensive fullback. There's so many Willians, by the way. I'm thinking of the Willian from the Prem. But another good solid option. I mean, if you're going all Brazilian league, not a bad look there. Not as impressed with these J leaguers. I didn't look too far into them, but I can just tell by their overalls. I'm not going to spin a gamble spin for these level players when I can literally do like a player of the month or some, like a more likelihood of getting who I want for literally the same or better rating, right? Obviously, these guys, let's see if there's. See, so this is the thing for free to play. You get like a. Cisco should be a beast in the air. Let's see. Heading. Yeah. You get the Xerxes, for instance. I just use him for Man U, right? And he was pretty damn good. Coming off the bench. A bit bigger, more physical striker. No heading. You'd have to have add heading and aerial touch. Or aerial touch. Heading and aerial support superiority to win knockdowns. And that's pretty much it. Xerxes, probably to come off the bench. Or Sesko. Honestly, I'd go Sesko. And then you got your 3 monsters here. 33 levels. How many levels is he? 31. This Sesko could still be a beast off the bench, dude. I'm telling you right now. Big, tall, physical striker. Come on. Head the ball. Give him aerial superiority to win you some knockdowns. You'd have basically a Kohler. So, when you have players like this, and like say I get 100, 200 coins, whatever, I wouldn't mind going a spin or two here because it's like one of 5 players. Because even if I got Xerxes, I wouldn't mind it. Or even, let's see, what bulk has got? Offensive keeper, Hypon, 199 centimeters. Yeah, so see, I wouldn't mind getting the keeper either. So 6 players I wouldn't mind getting out of there. Right, with the 80 coins. So then, of course, we have, let me just scroll all the way. Brazilian League, we already know about that. We already have that. We already seen that. Elite Lineage, we've seen that. This National Teams is new. Let's see. Saka, Kane. Oh, no way. Let's see what Ronaldo's looking like. Wow, okay. Scissors, heading, knuckle shot one time. Is an advanced striker. Dude, so 28. Interesting. I wouldn't mind getting that CR7. Ruben Diaz. I wouldn't mind getting the CR7, dude. You know, just because. Harry Kane, what's his dribbling look like? So pretty terrible dribbling. Saka. So pretty terrible dribbling. So he's gonna be more of a hold-up type of striker. If you like one of those Cristiano Ronaldo, I mean Ronaldo's Ronaldo, right? Just like Messi's Messi. The only difference is Messi's always been more. You know, when Ronaldo was in his prime, he was a beast for football games because he was a bigger, physical, could jump through the roof, like amazing player. But as I got older, Messi kind of stayed more relevant in the football game world, like in FC, for instance, because he is dribbling, his ball control is still ridiculous, right? Whereas Ronaldo just turned from that big physical giant that could move like a beast, and he played like a giant, right? Whereas Messi, even though he's getting slower and stuff, he's still agile as hell and can dribble like a monster. All right, goalkeeper directing defense. Okay, so let's see what we got here. 4-4. Okay, so there you go. Looks like I'm going to get selection contract. I'm going to get a good keeper. So this is ridiculously awesome, guys. This is the first one of these. Let me know if this is new or not. But this is the first one of these that I've had since starting. And what is directing defense exactly, by the way? Out of these keepers, I would want me some. We got a defensive, an offensive Diego Costa, defensive Livakovic, and a Pickford offensive. So I'd want me either 191. Hold on. Definitely don't want Diego Costa. Definitely, that's a definite no. Don't really want Livakovic. So out of these, I'm picking Pice. I'm picking Martin Pice for sure. I'm going Martin Pice. High point and directing defense. High point, low point. Penalty save, directing defense. Long throws. Low point, long throws. Fighting spirit. Man, maybe that Pickford. I don't know. Maybe the Pickford. That'll be an interesting one. So cool, but dude, you know, for a free to play to have a chance at a top goalie like that, I mean, maybe you could say Courtois better. But let's see what this directing defense does real quick. Not much on it. Let's go look in the. See if they added it. Doubt they did. I bet you it gives defenders boosts. That's my guess. To national teams. So we're going to get a goalkeeper. And then the national team players. I didn't even check those. That's what I wanted to check. Crap. That's why I actually saved it for last and almost forgot. So, special player. Here they are. So box-to-box McTominay with phenomenal finishing. Wait, I thought it... Am I wrong? Acrobatic finishing. Sorry, acrobatic finishing. So, not too bad for a box-to-box. But his passing just can't do his passing. His passing literally just won't cut it, guys. It just won't. First time shot. Of course, that's cool, though. 90. Yeah. Thomas Watson. So I'm not really going here at all. You can't really mess with these type of players because unless they have way better starting like stats. Because you can't change the levels on them. So for me right now, I'm super happy about. So let me see, national team players. Where are they at? So we're getting a goalkeeper. That's huge. Honestly, I might aim for. I'm either going. Right now, I'm looking at Pice or Pickford for the goalkeepers. Right, but I typically don't like going offensive goalkeepers in eFootball. I like going defensive. I'd have to add some things though. He needs low punt and long throws and fighting spirit. And my man Jordan Pickford has low punt, long throws, and fighting spirit already. What's up, Ali? So we'll have to go for that. Then let's see. Let's get our daily game out of the way. Get in there. Alright. So tomorrow we'll get the lap done, so that's huge. I think it's just a, booster token. Man, I need my player picks, dude. For like Serginho, I can't stop thinking. And I think there's a Conti in there if I'm not mistaken. Boom, so we already got ourselves a pick. From national teams. Let's see. Who do we go for? Cole Palmer's usually a beast. I mean, none of these guys who can actually come in and be... Yes, 3 a.m. on the dot. 3 a.m. I'll be over there, my man. I already cooked up my tactics, but I'm literally waiting for the drop to make sure. But based on the notes, I already put everything together. It's literally just, I almost put them out, but I'm like, just in case there's a couple tweaks, I don't want to put it out and then go, I got to change this and this. But let's see how accurate I am with it. Obviously, only I will know, but I'm pretty dang sure based on how I'm reading the changes. I think I got some good stuff cooked up. So yeah, I'll be over there shortly. But right now, I got to look at my eFootball Road to Glory. And man, I'm so tempted to sign Ronaldo. I already have a Trent. This Saka. Palmer, another creative playmaker. Now, with these players, it's tough because you can't. Man, Palmer's an absolute beast. Tina as an orchestrator. 31 levels. But it's so hard not to go after the legend himself, you know what I mean? Because I need a sub for my Batistuta. Heading. I'm getting Ronaldo, dude. I'm getting Ronaldo. Come on. You can't go wrong with Ronaldo. Not till 3 a.m. Not till 3 a.m. Yep, we're going to talk about that when I get on. This Saturday, I got another eFootball tournament next Saturday. Next Saturday will be... Well, we might even do it this... We'll talk about it once I get in there. I tried already with UFL and the interest just wasn't there. Which I don't blame anybody because the game had kind of fallen off. So let's see if this update brings new life. But you guys go ahead and try to log in. The update's not ready yet, as far as I know. You guys check it for me real quick and tell me. If it's early, I'll head over there. But I'm 99% sure it's not till 3 a.m. on the dot. I think it's a timed release type of thing. Alright, so Ronaldo. I still need way more training. See, that's the thing, man. eFootball is falling behind. Look at all the buzz for UFL, just naturally. This Ronaldo might be a little sleeper off the bench, dude. I'm telling you. Fighting spirit, long range shooting, knuckle shot, heading. He needs a double touch for sure. I'm going to get him aerial superiority, double touch. Long range shooting. He needs a curler. So let me see his. And occasionally very high. So outside curler for sure. So outside curler, curling shot, aerial superiority. I like that he's got fighting spirit. Outside curler, curling shot, aerial superiority. Double touch. And one-time passing. That's probably what I'll go. Because I like my strikers to be able to lay that ball off. And it makes such a difference. When I'm doing the super cancel, come back to the ball. That ability to lay the ball off for a potential 1-2 or an up, back, and through is huge for how I play. So obviously those player skills, it's always on how you play. Content creators want you to look to them for I'll tell you the skills to get them, and they can recommend some decent ones like I just did, but a lot of it's going to be how you play. A lot of it's going to be, but with a good weak foot like that, adding an outside curler, dude, coming in, it will get you so many more goals when you're running it at an angle where it's kind of an awkward angle, so they don't do that silly finesse shot that's inside of the foot. It's just, they don't open up their body. Even if you point to the corner, typically goes straight to the keeper. When they have outside curler, it bends right in like an inside of the foot, curler on the ground. It's nice. Alright, so then we go to match. Nice. So 2 more PvP events. Okay, so we get a booster. But now that I'm not pay to play anymore, the boosters I really don't give a shit about. I want the skills. So of course it would be like this. Of course, look at this. Of course it would be a booster when I don't want a booster. Wait, what the hell? Challenge 1, Challenge 2. So you get training program and a booster. Yeah, man. eFootball, every week they do these 6-hour updates. And like it's just crazy to me. And this is all they've added. It's just unbelievable. Italian, so we will go, as usual, we will go with our Batistuta monsters. Where are they at? There they are. Batistuta and Ribery. Moise Keane, if you remember, he beasted it last time. England. Or should I go France? I think I gotta go France, guys. England, I got Foden and Owen. France, I got Mbappe and Theo. We'll go England again. We did well with them last time. Just Owen leading the charge. No, console, buddy. Console. Alright, and then AI. Why do they keep adding so many AI events, but only 2 new PvPs, a national team and an Italian clubs for a booster, and then for training programs and another booster. So I'll have plenty of boosters for my non-pay-to-win team, for my free-to-play team, so that sucks. The whole time I needed boosters for my pay-to-win team, I couldn't get them. It's hilarious. So now we got European national teams. 50. Okay, so this is huge. So this will give me a spin. Tell me if you guys see the new update coming in UFL, and I'll head over there. But for now, another random booster, of course. Training programs. Okay. Italian clubs. Chance deal worldwide. So, not too excited about those players. Let's go get these 50 coins. Real quick. And let me just double check something, because you never know. Now this is my beef, by the way. This is my whole beef. See if there's any new deals. My whole beef is that every week they do these updates. They don't really add much, if anything. A couple of events, right? A couple of events, that's it. And some more players for you to spend your money on. And they don't fix any of the bullcrap that's going on. And now this is my favorite football game. Let me add that. But it could be so much better. It could be so much better. Maybe they'll add some tweaks. I'm excited about the goalkeeper. The fact that right when I start my free to play, I've gotten so many good picks. And the chance to get a goalkeeper is huge. Huge, because Usually, like, like I'd have a free-to-play, you're going to have, like, Courtois. Now, maybe Courtois is better, but I'm eyeing that Pickford or that Pice right now. And I'll look more detailed into them when we get there. No use in looking too soon. But I think this is the one. Nope, this wasn't the one. Which one was it? This one? Choose your team. Training programs and stuff like that. Worldwide chance deal. Where the hell was the 50 coins? It's got to be here, doesn't it, right? Where did I see the 50 coins at? Was it PvP? Guys, am I going crazy right now? Am I going nuts? Training program that. Challenge 5. Where the hell? I was just in somewhere. It's got to be here, right? There it is. Damn, I have to go all the way to 6,000 points. So Messi and Batistuta would have to come out for being Argentinian South Americanos. So let's go Ribery. I could go Ribery or phone. I'll go Ribery. And it's striker. We'll start Lua. We'll start Lua. Alright, let's see if we can get this and get a spin in. You never know. And then there's a big update in UFL. And we will see what happens over there. It's crazy, man. I wish there was more here. So the highlights right now, obviously you got the pay-to-play Rice. Leao's like the big one from that pack, right? Dan Burn. I really do like that Leao card. Honestly, there's a Susic card that would be good from like the mid-level cards they release from that. And then there's a Xerxes too that's not bad. I might go spin it once I get these coins. That will give me 130. I might go do my 100 drop on. Honestly, that. So I'll have a goalie coming up. So that's huge. That's pretty cool. Because you usually, like I said, don't get special goalies on free to play. So that's perfect timing for that. The player of the month one or whatever, I'm not too keen on. I just did sign Ronaldo. I got to boost him up. He might be, as of right now, he's probably going to be my backup, my substitute striker. He doesn't look half bad, honestly, for a national team Ronaldo card, at this day and age. But it's Ronaldo, too. I had to go Ronaldo. I'll get more of those national team picks, obviously. At least I think there will be more. I'm pretty sure there will be, because there's several players. But yeah, I'm not saying Ronaldo was necessarily the best choice in that list. Perfect, finish it. Good goal. But for now, that's what I'll go after. So, yeah, man, I love this game, dude. I absolutely love this game. We'll see if UFL can get to the point where UFL is just like, how can I say it? I almost have to make my own fun, if you will. And the gameplay doesn't have that effect that eFootball does where it's realistic. That's just the truth. So why I'm saying all this is because they got this big update. So, oh man, I'm screwing up. I give them the game right back. So where this update can maybe change things is maybe it adds to that like real football feel. The best UFL's been is near its opening. Like it's opening. It's like initial release. and it was just very open. You could play. It was skill-based football, which is super important, right? But it wasn't like eFootball. It wasn't like realistic. It was just skill-based, and you had to have football knowledge to be able to run whatever tactics he ran, and you had success. I mean, that's why I shot up the rankings over there. If you were lost tactically, you were going to be lost in UFL. If you didn't have like good defensive principles over there to manually defend, manually attack, pick out the right passes, you were going to be lost in UFL. And then they change it, right? Probably because the same reason eFootball puts something like Smart Assist in, right? To go after the lower level players to keep them spending money, keep them in the game. Oh man, should have finessed it. So now we'll see if along the way all these mistakes have led to a really botched up, glitchy game over UFL. We'll see if they can actually come in and compete. And it would be good if they can, because then it puts pressure on games like eFootball and FC, because you better believe when these companies feel the pressure, feel like their bottom line is going to be affected, they will start making changes. So if they see these big updates like UFL's about to release, if they say that moves the needle, like my stream isn't, I'm just a small content creator, right? But I think it says something, the fact that I started this stream and the first thing that the first couple people asked was, dude, what about UFL? Now that update doesn't come till 3 a.m., but everyone's stoked about that. No one was like, oh man, I can't wait to see the new players that I probably can't afford, especially if you're free to play, like the Rice, the Leao, the Burn, and that whole thing. Even the Brazilian League players, look, the legendary Thiago Silva, even though it's not a legendary card, it's from his, the Brazilian League, as eFootball calls it. And then there's some beast Brazilian League players, and then some just okay Japanese League players. Look at Owen, bro. Dude, that was literally AI. That was insane. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Right here. Right here. Here. Dude, that was AI. And then the perfect touch to set himself up. I wasn't even fully controlling him yet. I wish I could take credit for that heads-up play, but even something like that was like crazy realistic. Like Owen was just anticipating perfectly and was rewarded for it. That was crazy, bro. I don't think I've ever had something like that happen, guys. That seems just like, oh, dude, the AI made a huge mistake. Obviously, that's true, but, dude, did you see he was on it? I mean, that was like, it looked like he was legit anticipating that pass. I didn't choose for him to run there. It wasn't like chicken with your head cut off, run, like sometimes you got to do against legend difficulty defense. Fuck. Sorry, man, I'm not going to lie. I'm not focused at all. Not focused at all. Oh, shit. Good Van Dyke. Oh, shit. See, dude. God dang it. Fat-fingered it. I did not know that was going to go by him. Oy vey, dude. Lewandowski sucks. So Ronaldo's definitely going to take over the backup striker spot for Lua. By the way, I don't think Lua sucks in real life, like this version of Lua. Out of all the Barcelona players they released, that was the most disappointing one, just because it was a bad build, man. Bad build. Oh, I should have kept going. Dude, I shouldn't have turned away. That was a beautiful run by Theo. That's what I love about fullback finisher, man. They come back into the midfield, so they help you in the center mid defensively or offensively. But here's the thing: they also make those runs. They can act as almost offensive fullback sometimes, or in that case, dude, he was making a run like an attacking midfielder. Just a little too much. Gave up 2 shitty goals, not focusing, but we'll be fine. We'll keep going. Can't let these fuckers stay in the game though, because it sways so much. All of a sudden they'll turn to like good. Oh, of course. Of course he knew right when I was gonna stop. Alright, come on. Yeah, so I think for my spin, dude, I don't know, we'll have to see. I should probably just start saving them, honestly, unless there's like a certain player I want to go for. Obviously, I'm not going to get 6,000 points from this game, but...
And please welcome our lads to the field.
I did want to get a game in. So yeah, so pretty soon here I'm going to have set schedule for eFootball and UFL. Like, for instance, on big releases like this wouldn't be a big release, but there's a release. So on days like today, I would do like a check-in. That's offsides. Oh, it wasn't offsides. Wow, I shot as if he was offsides. I shouldn't have with Mbappe, but I do like I would cover both right away. Give a brief check-in, look at the players, talk about them, and then be like for this, obviously it's a no-brainer. I have to check out UFL is a huge update. But typically it would be like Sunday, for instance, going into Monday is always a big day for eFootball, right? So obviously Sundays are for eFootballs, right? And I know that some of your days are off, days in the night, because technically it's like Monday, I believe, for you guys. But for me, it's Sunday night, the releases. Not for you guys, I should say, some of you guys. So for me, Sundays, for many of you, maybe Monday is what I'm talking about, but I would do eFootball for sure, right? And then let's say like there's a weekend event over in UFL, there is not in eFootball. So Saturday, maybe even Friday and Saturday would be a UFL day. But sometimes there's the I would split those days up because one, sometimes there's a test your limit, and also for tournaments and stuff. So Sunday would be eFootball, probably Saturday eFootball, Friday would be UFL. I might split Saturday half and half. Right, so that's what I have to iron out. So then we know Sundays, we know Wednesdays, right? Going into Thursday would be kind of a split thing, and then the rest of Thursday would be, oh, what the? Why did that? There we go. Why did that drop like that? Good, Theo. Theo's an absolute monster, by the way. So the rest of Thursday would be UFL, right? So you have Saturday split, you have Friday UFL, you have Sunday eFootball. So Thursday, Friday UFL. So that would be like Sunday through Tuesday would probably be eFootball. Something like that. I'm going to set it up. The reason why I haven't though, dude, is because I'm a player too. I'm not just like, I don't look at this like a business like a lot of these content creators. So you know how it is. Sometimes you're like, dude, I really want to play me some eFootball right now. That's why I haven't really set it up. If I absolutely have to, because it's like hurting the channel or making it tough for you guys, then I'll make it more like concrete set schedule type of thing. But that's the reason I haven't, because even as I'm sitting here thinking about it, it's like, dude, that would be so hard to just like, with certain things going on, and then sometimes the game, I don't know, there's just cool things that go on, and then you want to play both of them, right? You know, they offer a different, it's different football. You have different teams, different things going on. You're at different points. In both of them, I have Road to Glory, but over there, it's just a whole different concept with the incentives. There's no legends over there. It's just a whole different game, dude, even the way it plays and controls. So yeah, so I know you guys probably feel the same way. If you guys have a couple different games that you play, trying to have that set schedule, just typically I feel like it just wouldn't work out, wouldn't be natural. I think it's easy to tell too when someone's like playing and they don't really want to play. Like the businessmen type of content creators that I'll give you an example. Somebody that I really like, and I get it why he's burnt out because he's done it for so long. In the state of FC, it's easy to get burnt out. But Inception, if you don't know who Inception is, he does player reviews. He's a huge content creator for Fs in the FC world, which, as you know, is tough because it's super saturated over there. And I can tell even the last year to 2 years, dude, he hates his job, which is crazy to say because he just literally makes few-minute YouTube videos and makes pretty damn good money. But you can tell he just hates it, dude, and the video quality suffers. The detail in his player reviews and I think that's just from playing only one game and just being burnt out of doing the same thing over and over and over. But ultimately, he chose to do that and keep it as a business move instead of, maybe playing UFL, maybe, trying eFootball out. Which is why I like covering all football games. To an extent, right? The number one game, obviously, for me is what I would say eFootball and then followed by UFL. But I'm not like paid by Konami. This isn't a paid sponsorship. So if UFL comes out with some crazy update and they have the best game, dude, I'll be rooting for that. That only makes it better for football gamers. What's up, Valley? How are you? You gonna go after that new layout? Oh. Alright, we got the victory off. Wasn't the best game. But I'm getting ready to head over now. Well, what time is it? Let's see where we're at. But yeah, I just wanted to provide that quick update. I will be back. Obviously, the UFL update, I want to check it out. I mean, honestly, if a lot of you guys play both. If not, I strongly recommend you try both, man. Because the honest truth is both UFL and eFootball lack many times in depth, right? And the one thing we have in common as football players, gamers of these two games, is that we typically don't spill over to FC. Some of us will, like myself, but I notice that many of you won't. And so it's good. They're different enough games. It's good to try to check out both. So I strongly recommend if you haven't tried it, you do. I know, Valley, dude. I hated that feeling when I was pay to play. Valley saying, for those of you watching later on, I was like, "Are you gonna spin for layout?" He's like, "No way, dude. I have like 3 teams of players. I never know who to start, dude." I hated that feeling, and it started making me go, "What's the point, dude? Like, I don't even care." Like, it just took away from the cool part of like, dude, I got this Ronaldo card, for instance, and like he legit is going to be my backup striker, dude. Like, no joke. I need a player that can win some knockdowns for me when Batistuta's subbed out. Point blank. And now I got Ronaldo. Not to mention it's Ronaldo. Pretty soon we're going to lose out on Ronaldo and Messi. They will be legends in this game, don't get me wrong, and they're going to be some sick legend cards. I mean, picture a throwback Ronaldo. But it's almost like, grabbing a hold of an end of an era, if you will. There we go. Now I can train them up a bit. Players. Ten more levels to go. Dude, I'm telling you, this card is not going to be half bad. You give him aerial superiority so he can win some knockdowns. You give him an outside curler, maybe even curling shot. Air superiority, outside curler, double touch, outside curler and curling shot, and then one-time pass. One-time pass, I'm telling you, for strikers, for layoffs, makes a huge difference. I play long ball counter, my players are running through, I super cancel, call my striker 2, lay off, he continues his run, you either play a 1-2 or lay it back, spray it through, or lay it back, play it out wide, then spray it. Yeah, Valley, I hear you there. I hear you there. So that's where we're at. What time is it right now? I know it was only an hour long, 50 minutes. Let's see where we're at here. See if I can go after somebody. Yeah, I know it was only 50 minutes, but I gotta prepare for the update with UFL. I don't know, guys. I wish there was a little more detail from eFootball, right? I get it. There's all these players. That's great. If you want to spend some money, they didn't even add but 2 PvP events, 3 AI ones, and it's all boosters or training programs, and then your worldwide. So then selections here. Even as a free to play player, guys, none of these players are gonna make it in. Maybe as a backup center back, probably. Just for a little while. Levi Colwell. But that's it. Maybe this McTominay too. Is like a backup, I don't know. Backup for Pedri probably. But yeah. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Everyone is super stoked about UFL, and that's where eFootball has to take note. They have all these 6-hour maintenance, 6-hour maintenance. It's like, do some fixes, add some, get some. The coolest part of this drop, honestly, as crazy as it sounds, is this right here. I know the play to play players are gonna be like, that layout card, probably, I'm assuming. But mine is like, okay, cool. As a free to play player, I get a keeper. Now we'll see who else I can get. I know I'm going to get another pick. I'm probably going with Saka next. Probably going with Saka. Maybe Palmer. Saka or Palmer. But yeah, I went with Ronaldo. Vitinha is like a Pedri-esque player, so maybe as a backup there. I already have a Trent. I know it's good on paper. Sometimes they disappoint, but we'll see. What is this? Prolific winger. Okay. So yeah. So I'll be back over. We'll get to 80 and we'll see who we'll spin for. I'll probably put a spin in here. Maybe even, I don't know, man. This Brazilian league's pretty impressive. I really like that Oscar. Thiago Silva's kind of like a Ronaldo. It's just nostalgia. And he's not bad center back either. For like an older player, obviously he's going to be slow as molasses, but that's Thiago Silva. He's more like a agile type of center back that's pretty damn good on the ball, right? And I've never had problems with people just outpacing me in any football. That's never been it. I really like this Oscar. I really like Igor Jesus and Oscar. Honestly, if I'm being honest, he's got the phenomenal finishing. That's with a max boost though. So you only get a +1 from him unless you have like 13 plus players, I think it is. So yeah, so we'll be back. We'll see. I'm going to head over to UFL and get ready. I got something cool for you guys over there. Stay tuned. We will be back. eFootball, free to play Road to Glory. Here's where the squad is as we speak. Sorry. Here's where the squad is as we speak. Just had a big 4-0 win in Division 5, so we're climbing. Just got a promotion in AI too. We got all the events coming up. Italian clubs one, where I'll have Batistuta and Ribery premiere in there. Then Owen spearheading the attack for England. We just got to win there in the AI part with our regular team, but for that PvP one, it will be England. So I'm sure it will be once again me going against a bunch of pay-to-play Smart Assist users. We'll try to whoop them like we have been. But yeah, the squad's awesome right now, guys. That CR7 will end up backing up Batistuta. Lewandowski is just in there for the event, but it looks like this is my typical lineup. Right, Donnarumma's about to be replaced. I'm probably looking at Pickford, honest to God. Yeah. Alright, so hold on. Alright, I had to check something real quick, but yeah. So I'm going to head over there and get back to that. Stay tuned. A couple big signings definitely coming. And let's see how this CR7 does, man. I really do think... Where's he at? Get this Lewandowski out of here probably. Let me see. I want one backup CB. Musiala is actually going to be CDM eventually. Right now he's useless though until I can get a right now he's useless because I need to get player positioning stuff. I don't need him as a center back. I would need him to be able to play CM. And then he wouldn't be terrible, right? But yeah, I don't know. I might even just get rid of him. We will see. But for now, I'm excited to see once I juice this Ronaldo up all the way, what he ends up looking like. Just as a backup for Batistuta at the very least, I think he's going to end up being like a super sub beast. I'm telling you. Maybe I even add a little super sub to him. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys at UFL in a bit. Big update coming, less than an hour. See you soon. Peace out. Please like and subscribe if you haven't, by the way. I always forget it, but please like and subscribe. Leave a comment. It helps the algorithm, which will help me a lot as we try to continue to grow. You're the best. See you soon. Peace out. Fat finger.